Good morning, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Friday, February 7th, 2020, TGIF. Hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about, as always, is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Let's check and see where we left off in the market yesterday. So let's pull up the SPX chart and see how that is looking this morning. We've got yesterday all-time highs, right? So fresh high, fresh trend line. Now the question that we had last night was: is it a hammer, like a momentum type hammer, or is it going to be a hanging man? And we see some downside. But right now it's really tough to tell because S&P futures are down a little bit. We just need to see how we hold into the open. So apparently European job numbers a little bit rough, and so that's kind of apparently weighing on the market a little bit here. But U.S. job numbers come out today, and so that should be significant and could give another bolster to the upside for the S&P futures. So right now, we're basically being flat. We're basically pretty flat right here. This 33, 32 level is a pretty key area for us to test. So let's see if we can get above that this morning. Here's a brief lower trend line right here, downward trend line. So let's see if we can get above that and then kind of work our way back up this morning. 33.40 was a major level tested last night. So let's see if we can get above that and try to push back to all-time highs again. A lot of action this morning here from last night and this morning in terms of earnings. So let's take a look and see what we have going on here. So we have all right. So the first one that we have to look at here is pins. Up nicely this morning. Let's see if that can get some strength into the open. Right now at the 26 level, if we go to the daily chart, right, you can see that's around this 2650 level. There is a little bit of resistance right here, so it is a possible candidate for a reversal because it's gapping into some selling pressure this morning. So definitely something to keep an eye on today. We also have Win. Win reported less than stellar numbers yesterday, and then started talking about how the coronavirus is affecting their operations. They're losing $2.5 million a day by not basically having anybody show up. ATVI, Activision Blizzard, up a little bit this morning, 61.75. Not enough to really give it a gap and go. I mean, it could try if it gets over last night's high, after hours high. Uber is going to be an interesting one today. So that had a nice gap up, and it's getting some upgrades this morning. So again, here's your opening day 15 orb low when it first opened. So let's see if we can get above that. Remember that being a pretty significant level. If we go back to the daily chart, right, we're at 39.51. So let's just kind of just take a glance back here and see where we are at 39.51. So we're right here at this opening orb level, which could give an open gap fill. So right now we're not gapping above any major levels, so gap and go is maybe out of the question. It was a little bit of a cup and handle yesterday going into earnings with the bearish engulfing, well, not bearish engulfing, but at least an engulfing candle right there. And of course we had an inside, not quite an inside day, but just try to drift below that engulfing candle here. So let's see if we can get above that. But again, looking at a gap and go, we may actually see a reversal of the downside today on Uber. So something to keep an eye on there. Now, Uber's up, so Lyft is up in sympathy. So take a look at Lyft this morning to see if that gives any action as well. TMUS. Okay, T-Mobile had a earnings yesterday. It's gapping up a little bit there, so that's definitely one to keep an eye on. AbbVie is another one. Could be an interesting one. They're reporting this morning, so keep an eye out for that. Goose had a little bit of rough earnings right there, down the last couple of days lows right here at 28.02. So definitely keep an eye at that 28.02 level. That would put us below this pivot right here, and it may see a gap and go to the downside if we can get below the pre-market lows of 28.02. So that could be very interesting as well. SKX, some people like to trade this one. Skechers up nicely here at 43. Let's see how that looks on the daily chart. So 44.49 is a major pivot high. So if we can get above this level right here on SKX, we could see a gap and go on this one if it breaks through those levels. So that could be pretty impressive. It's got a little bit of a way to go, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on. And then last one, this is not an earnings one, but eBay. ICE yesterday came back and said that they're not going to be buying it, and it's down a bit last night and then pre-market here today too. So this is one that could be tradable today as well. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful trading day today, and enjoy your Friday, and we'll see you at the Lunchtime Market Update. And remember, your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. I'll talk to you soon.